I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double tip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double tip on the director's cut. Woo. Double tip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimeter PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Double Flow Gaming Show, and I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with gaming. Guys, we're back at it again, another Friday. So you already know the deal. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Without further ado, man, let's get the show going because it's a beautiful day. Another one, like the great DJ Khaled says. Hey, man, we got a lot of shit to uncover today. And man, shout out to the familia, my homies, power bosses in the house. What's going on, Mr. Lack of Sleep?
Yeah, what's up? It's all good here.
It's all good, man. Shout out to Power Boss for always coming through and shit, man. And we also got a very special guest, Desire. He made it. How's it going, Poppy? How you doing? Good to have you around.
Howdy, everybody. How is everyone? I'm ready for High on Life 2 next week.
Woo! Holy shit. I knew I had a feeling that you wouldn't want to miss this one.
Of course, dude. Have you seen the shit for High on Life 2? Oh my god.
Yeah, totally psychedelic. But yeah, man. Looking forward to High on Life 2, dude. I've been having a great time playing games. I gotta tell you, dog. Like, I've been really enjoying Final Fantasy VII. Yes. And you know,
I'm sorry.
And yeah, that's what I got on screen here today, along with Like a Dragon, Yakuza Pirate. Cause I've been playing that one too, and that's a lot of fun via Game Pass. And those are like a Dragon, Pirate, and what's the other one that was before? That was nominated to Game of the Year and shit. Yeah, that one. I've been wanting to play those games, and I always keep an eye on them. But I'm like, yeah, like, I play. It doesn't really have that much. I don't feel like it has like. I don't know. Like I should go out my way too much to play these type of games. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not like the original Yakuza games. They're more like spin-off and stuff. So I don't feel like that. But man, the fact that we just got it here on Game Pass, like unexpectedly. And I just downloaded it, started playing. It has some crazy moves. Just some of the stories are cool. So yeah, man. Kind of cool, dude. I've been playing also a Space Marine.
Another game that dropped on Game Pass. I've been doing the campaign with the homies. And no, it's been amazing. I really, really, really believe this game should have gotten like, more popular last year when it released, because I thought it was really well done. It reminded me a lot of Gears of War, and not because I feel like it's copying Gears or nothing. I feel that way because of the brutality that the games, it's been a while since I think since Doom, right? The Dark Ages, that we ran into a game so gory. And then I felt like, wow, like everybody should go ahead and check this game out, because I believe it's pretty well done. Some nice abilities, and you definitely need your homies to watch your back, because the screen gets full of enemies, man. Insanity. So check it out. I've been playing that shit on Game Pass as well. As the new season of Call of Duty, I've been checking out the new maps. I think they score like a 1 out of 4 maps that I like. The other ones I didn't care for too much. I'm mixed on one of them, but so far, I like the one that is called Saki. I think that one is the best one when it comes to competitive gaming. They just dropped rank as well, so the season is here. We're about to grind. I like the what I seen, the Black Cell and the Battle Pass. I think it's cool. I like the vibes. They did something, Power Boss, and we got to give them the flowers. They kept the serious tone. Like, they haven't really bend the knees to like these goofy collaborations, right? So far in Black Ops 7. So that's a positive, at least, and let's see how the game recovers in this season. Whether they do it or not, it's up to them. They need to pump up the content, and that's that. But yeah, man, shout out to Chat. I see you over there, man. Desired already here. Illegal Dad in the house as well. What's going on, Bobby? How you doing? I've been playing that too. Which one? Like Final Fantasy or Space Marine? Miguel Diaz in the house. Let's go, demo. I'm ready for the salt. Juice in the building as well, coming through with the heat. What's going on, girl? What's up, child? How's everyone? I think everybody's doing good. We're having a great time. We're enjoying our gaming. We are going to start with maybe. I think probably Desire like this topic more than anybody here. But yeah, we're gonna start talking about that night Nintendo Direct that just happened and everything that went down. We're gonna be playing it in the background as we speak about it, because
I didn't get the chance to watch the Nintendo Direct. Was it good or?
We're gonna watch it right now, bro. Like, honestly, I hope Nintendo doesn't copyright me. You know they about that life, but I don't care.
They do. They probably will.
Yeah. No. I'm not gonna play the music. I'm gonna play only the things in the background, and we're gonna sort of discuss, because I think there was a big Xbox presence in the show, and I think that that we gotta talk about it, because Bethesda was there and they were in full support of the Nintendo Switch, so that's good. So if you play Xbox games and you have a Nintendo Switch, and maybe you'd rather play Indiana Jones or Fallout or any of these games on the Nintendo Switch, now that you can do that, man. So I feel like this is like, one of the things that people criticize about Xbox, but when you look at it from, real gamer point of view, it makes it so much accessible for people to try their games. And I think that's a beautiful thing, man. Let me go ahead and because I'm trying to do 7 things at the same time, bro. I'm sorry if I get lost. But yeah, here it is. There you go. Go ahead. Go for it.
All right. So what game is this? This is what they started the direct with?
Orbitals. Oh, they showed that one before. Yeah, Orbitals. Yeah, they show Orbitals before. I thought the art style looked cool. It reminded me a lot of like OG Dragon Ball. Art design, right? A little bit. So what we'll see. Not really a Nintendo guy, but we gotta like highlight the things that are going on with gaming. I think I don't know how the show went before what I've gathered online. It wasn't a lot to
they weren't too happy.
Yeah, they weren't too happy. So yeah, man. Honestly, what do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about Bethesda heading, supporting Nintendo these ways? Is it like a good or bad move? And when we speak about Bethesda, we're gonna make a little parenthesis in there, and we're gonna speak about Obsidian too, because a lot of shit is going down with Obsidian, so we gotta speak about it. But how do you feel about like Bethesda going on Nintendo Power Boss, and what do you think it means for them now?
I mean, I'm happy more gamers are getting to play the games. I did see, I think it was Morrowind, that was shown on Switch 2 hardware, and the frame rate looks god awful.
Yeah,
it couldn't run the second to easiest run out of all of the games from Skyrim series or Elder Scrolls, but still, I think of it as Skyrim every time.
Well, Elder Scrolls in general, yeah.
I know it's the second to easiest to run, only behind Arena. Because Arena is just one location.
I will say it depends on if they're using the older Morrowind or the new re-release of Morrowind. And I think it's the new re-release, and that's UE5, and that's why it's running choppy.
Yeah, I didn't even know they re-released Morrowind.
Either way,
Oblivion.
You guys are not going crazy. I'm playing the show at 2 times the speed. That way we can get through it real quick and not spend too much time in here. But yeah, para normal sight doesn't look like a game I would like to play at all. But you guys
like
judge. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this one.
Yeah. Not interested. Not interested into this one. Maybe we can like skip it up. Because well, actually, I'm interested into that one. I own the first one, Captain Tsubasa. I'm into soccer, so of course, and I like the anime as well. I enjoy it. Yeah, I might check it out. I hope it comes to other platforms because I think this one I got a copy of this on Steam. But yeah, they don't say where it comes, so available 2026.
Just
that one is.
This year.
I'll pick it up like 5 years later when it's like $3 or something, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tokyo Scramble.
This looks like a Resident Evil ripoff.
Yeah, Silent Hill type shit. Dinos. Stealth game. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that looks like dog shit. Yeah.
It doesn't look too impressive.
No, definitely not, man. Let's get to this one. Cool. We got Valheim. Oh, that one is available everywhere. They show that. We know Valheim's been a lot. We got Hollow Knight Silson. Wow, now is when they get it. Okay, that's good. I feel like this game was underrated when it first came out. But now people actually know how to appreciate a good Metroidvania. So I think this is a good game that they're getting. I think it's on Game Pass as well, if I'm not wrong. And there's also what is going on what is this? Football Mat Kickoff or something? Some FIFA ripoff? Yeah. Not interested. The Adventures of Elliot, Age of Magic, another. Oh, this one looks interesting. Gives me like what is this? Sea of Stars vibes? A little bit. Good. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Announced for Xbox as well, guys.
Not bad.
So it's coming on Xbox as well. Well, the whole trilogy, right? We got a Square Enix. They came out and they said that they're not gonna do the whole exclusive thing. That they feel like, their games deserve to be everywhere. And I feel like that's the best way to look at it. I think they wasted a lot of time with Sony PlayStation in their exclusivity deal, and now that they realize that the games could be bought for by more people, and it's like the backpedaling. They also show Pramata. Not interested in this one. I was at first when I first seen it, but then watching the gameplay made me realize this probably wasn't gonna be for me. It's just like too slow, and you're carrying a girl the whole time. Might be good eventually.
I've heard some good things about it.
Yeah, there's a demo.
Yeah,
there's a demo. Not sure about it, how I feel. I will have to try it out. Obviously, it's not on Game Pass, so I will have to buy it.
I might try the demo.
Yeah, you got that choice yet too, right? Try the demo, see how it goes. Oh, and this one, this one was like the best announcement. The Turok, and now actually my homeboy was actually texting me this morning. It was like, "Do you see the gameplay and shit? They have both first and third person." So as you can see, you can switch back and forth. And I feel like more games should do this, man. It doesn't matter. Just make it more. I mean, it shouldn't. It is not that complicated, is it? Like, I don't feel like this is like the most complicated thing to do, to offer both perspective, first and third person. And that's it. I'm digging it. I'm definitely playing that one either on Xbox or in the PC or whatever. We got Kyoto Xanadu. I don't know what the hell is this. Looks like another gacha game. Yeah, more of the same. Might be good, might be mid. Yeah, we'll have to check it out. It's an RPG. It reminds me of Persona a little bit. Digimon Story. Maybe Powerballs like this one. And Digimon Story. We got Granblue Fantasy Relink. Is this like a DLC? That might be like a expansion. Okay, cool. Monster Hunter Stories. Not into the Monster Hunter games. Then they did a bunch of like third-party announcements like Tales of Arise, Shadow Tactics, Gold Simulator, PGA Tour, Disney Dream Valley, Star Trek, WWE 2K26 got announced as well. Yeah, that's basically it. This was
WWE 2K26 is going to be good. I just don't think it's going to be that good on that console.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that good. Yeah, definitely. This is exactly what it is. The Nintendo Direct didn't offer you any new first party big games or nothing that you could say, wow, new Mario or new I don't know. Yeah, right. It felt kind of underwhelming. I will have to like go ahead and watch what come, but for what I'm seeing, man, insanity. Anyways, we got Shot here. Shot, what do you feel? How do you feel about the Nintendo Direct? Let me know on that in the comments. Now is the time to like, drop your verdict. We got Jules saying the Direct was a 6 out of 10. Wow, that's poor. Illegal Dot in the house saying Space Marine 2. That's what you've been playing. Awesome, bro. Yeah, same. We got Wet Dave in the building. What's going on? How you doing, Big Web Dave, man? How's it going? Good to have you around. He said, Demo Powerballs Desire. What's up, homies? How's it going, Poppy?
Howdy doody.
Yeah. Jules saying, in my opinion, but 3 games interested me. Adventures of Elia finally got a release date. Tokyo Xanadu is fun, and that Paranormal new game look as Ace of Attorney as it gets. Yeah, we'll see. Orbital is a Switch 2 exclusive. Lego Dot here with the reply saying Orbital is just a copy of It Takes Two and Split Fiction. I don't really know nothing about this game, man. It's fucking beautiful. Sucks it's only coming to Switch 2. Well, maybe they put the games more out there, maybe we'll know a little bit more about it. Because I haven't really played Nintendo like that in a while. Last game I played Nintendo was Breath of the Wild, Zelda, and that was at the hospital. Like that 1 week that I had to spend in the hospital. When my son was born. That's it, and I was killing time with that, like in between naps. That's it. 6 Layer, man. Good morning. Lycos 45 saying Zenless Zone Zero is better. Yeah, I played that one. That one is cool. It's not bad. From Falcom, they made a previous Tokyo Xanadu title. RPG Persona-esque game, essentially. Yeah, that's what I thought, that the game looked a little bit like personified. Which the arcade archives come to PC as well, but it got Air Combat. I'll get Rave Racer on Xbox as well. Nintendo Direct was fine, but they show games we already played. Nintendo just playing catch up, and that's kind of like, I mean, if you think about it, the fact that they got like, 2K26 announced in the Direct is like redundant, right? You think so?
Because it was already announced. That's why it didn't make any sense.
Exactly. It's just like, I don't know, man. At this point, I can tell you, like, if you like Nintendo, go for it. But if you play only Nintendo, you will be missing a lot of other games that might be more appropriate for your age. That's what I'm trying to say here.
Hey, don't tell that to fucking Harmon, all right? He'll sit there and cry.
Well, you know, Hardman is a special case, man.
This is true. This is very true.
All right, moving on. Now we got the Nintendo Direct out of the way. Everybody thought that it was kind of like ass. I wouldn't say that. I would just say that this is just redundant, but for casuals, and people who don't know what the hell is going on in the gaming industry, they might have been like a good show, you know, because they've seen some games that they haven't seen before. But for the most part, everybody's fucking seen it, like Fallout, Indiana Jones, all these games, like they've been out for a long time. But I think we're gonna get this shit out of the screen, man. And we gotta talk about the new Xbox generation date was sort of announced. I don't know if you know about this, Power Buzz, but it was like all over Twitter, all over it, everywhere. Let me go ahead and look for the move marks. Jesus Christ! So how do you feel about this? Like, do we need a new generation? First off,
I do believe that we are going to need something, but not anytime soon with the way everything is going in the industry. We've been expecting it for a while, but just like the PlayStation, I think it's even too soon for the Xbox.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about a new generation. It doesn't even feel right to get a new generation. But and that's what I say, right? Like, I feel like next generation is not gonna be so much about like graphical fidelity and improvements in performance, but more about accessibility and, you know, offering you new options and new ways to play, and new way to connect your ecosystems. Like, I personally have a bunch of games on Steam. I I don't know how many, but I do have a lot, and I have about about 280, about 300 games on Epic, and I have like about 800, 900, God knows, on Xbox, right? So it'll be nice if you have like a one machine that you can play all these games that you had available all around, so that you don't have to buy like 3, 4 consoles or 3, 4 devices to play your games. So I think that's what the next generation is gonna do. It's gonna unify everything so that you don't have to buy 3 or 4 boxes. It's gonna make everything more efficient. I don't know how you feel about that. I know a lot of people feel some type of way when you tell them that you don't need to buy 3 consoles anymore. You only have to buy one now. And I don't know, some people get hurt because some people want the consoles to sell. But I just want to like save some money and play games. So how do you feel about that desire? Is this something like you feel like it would be really cool if you would get like a new machine that you can sort of like scale it up or down in the performance that you want based on price? And
I mean,
this
it
way
would be
save.
good for you
Yeah.
console gamers. I will state that,
Mm,
and that is something that I think would be obviously the best for you. I've said it for years that you guys deserve a little bit more respect from devs,
hmm
and the ability of upscaling or downscaling games would be very, very good. Now, will it actually work in practice to what I'm saying? That is the question.
mm. Yeah, I believe that's already available on PC. Like, you sort of like you got your unified ecosystem, your unified box that can play everything, right? Like, you can play the PlayStation games, you can play the Xbox games, you can even play the mobile games now. You have like a launcher, I think it's called Purple or something, that you download games that are available on mobile. You're able to play it on your computer as well. So if they bring something like that, but it gives you that console experience for those who don't want to deal with the PC shit. Because I know it's not hard. I promise you that going into a PC and all of that thing and playing games on a PC is not the hardest thing. But people make it seem like it's the hardest thing. But for all of you guys who don't want to deal with that is literally a nothing burger. It's really not a big deal. Anybody can learn how to do it. I think it'll be like a great option, man.
It
It'll
could be hard if you made it hard. It's
yeah,
not.
if you go around messing with everything and changing everything around all the time, and then you make it confusing for yourself, you know. But if you were just like playing your games and doing the bare minimum and just adjusting and tweaking things, but like with with common sense, then you'd be alright. It feels like sometimes the whole like I can deal with the PC stuff is just like sometimes forced. And I know you can run into certain problems that you'd be like, maybe scratching your head and how do I fix this or how do I reverse this? Like, so something as easy as you have two displays and you turn on your game and the game plays in the display that you don't want it to play. That could be, like a bad experience for somebody who comes from PC that doesn't have to deal with, choosing the right display. You feel me? And this is something like as simple as that. And I don't know who was saying this yet. I think it was Hard Geek saying it on Simone Anduro's show. Like just something so simple as turning on and off your computer, utilizing your controller, like means the world to some of these players. That some of them don't even want to get out of the bed. Like in PC, I know you have different ways of doing it, Desire, probably, but you literally have to like get up, touch the thing, and whatever. But at the same time, console players will get up to change the CD from the CD player. So it's all like I feel like I don't know. We are in a weird space right now, but I do feel like where we heading, it's looking good. Because I do feel like if we get a new generation of consoles that that are as capable as the PCs, or basically PCs with like console capabilities or the ability to go back into like the console UI that you want, not only Xbox. I mean, if you want the PlayStation share, you can also get that too. If you want the Nintendo user phrase, that would be great if you can get that in any device, and it wouldn't be any if it wasn't tied to just a single ecosystem. That's just the way I feel. It makes everything more convenient. But some people might differ. So let me know down there in the comments how do you feel about this. But yeah, it was due to the AMD CEO. She said that the next Xbox is set to release in 2027. So next year. That's about right? That's what everybody thinks.
Yeah, I think 2027 will probably get the console released next year.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see, man. Because I don't know how I feel about that. I don't even feel like we need it yet.
I don't either, but they're probably going to overlap with the series generation because let's not forget that Xbox also does backwards and forwards compatibility. So I think that's going to have a lot to do with the time frame that they're going to try to release it. But one thing that we know for sure that fanboys are being delusional about is they are not going to release the next console and have it be cheaper than the current console. So unless they drastically reduce the Series X and the PlayStation 5 Pro, the next generation of consoles, they're literally going to be $50 to $100 more than what is currently out on the market now. And that's not including that we're expecting another price hike because of everything that's going on and what it's going to be to manufacture these new devices as well.
Yeah.
So that $1,000 console is probably likely. And we already see that the Xbox ROG Ally X is already $1,000 as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what we're seeing in the trends, right? Like everything is getting more expensive, but it's like, damn, man, why? Why do I have to ruin it for us, man? Like, we're just out here having a good time. We're expecting to, get discounts in these consoles at this point. Like by this time, the Xbox Ones and the PlayStation 4s, far into the generation, they were cheaper.
Yeah. And sadly, it's not. And that's something that I've told people that are consoles. That's one thing I'm not a fan of.
Yeah. And
it's like, ridiculous that prices are getting skyrocketing right now.
Yeah. It's like consoles are Pokemon cards now. Like it's so weird. Yeah, bro. Yesterday I went to Target with brother-in-law and his homies, and they were Pokemon hunting, like hunting for Pokemon cards.
Now, I will say this: Jules and a couple people in the chat are talking about the Steam machine.
Yeah.
Just keep in mind that the Steam machine is going to be roughly around the base PS5 specs for a PC, so it's going to have rough performance in between the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. But keep in mind that if you do get the Steam machine, you have to have two caveat trade-offs. One is we don't know how upgradable that's going to be, other than external things.
Right.
And two, we don't know the trade-off of the new Steam OS that's going to be put on it. So
yeah, the whole multiplayer thing. Yeah, the whole multiplayer thing with Linux.
Yeah. So that's going to be a big trade-off that people are going to have to also take into account and look for. Now, not saying it's going to be a bad machine. I just don't think it's going to be all high and mighty as people are thinking it's going to be.
Yeah. And I feel like it has a future because there's some people out there who are already invested in Steam. They PC users.
Oh, absolutely. And there's people that absolutely hate Windows that it's going to be for too.
Right. And they want to upgrade, and maybe they got lesser or lower spec PCs than what the Steam the new Steam machine is gonna offer. So it makes sense for them. It's just like this question too, and I get it all the time. Like people asking me like, what if the new Xbox comes out? Are you gonna ditch your PC and just play on the new Xbox just because it is a PC with the console specs? And I don't know, and I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't feel like the next generation of Xbox is gonna run as hard as a 5080 with the 9950X3D CPU combo. I don't think that's happening.
My assumption it's gonna be probably in the 30 series. Like 3080 is my assumption.
No, because I'm pretty sure that the Series X is already in the 30 series cards.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is. It is.
So it's going to at least be a bump up to the 40 series.
It'll probably be a 40. I don't think it'll be a 4090. I think it might be like a 4070.
I'm thinking that too.
Which the problem with the 4070, and it's a problem that consoles already have, it has an overheating issue. So
true.
The exact same thing I've been stating about the next gen console. I don't know if they're going to have the cooling parts that they're going to need to run something up that high.
I mean, even the PS5s right now with the liquid metal is starting to have dryout issues. Dryout issues, yeah.
I would say, man, I wouldn't ditch my PC, but I wouldn't ditch the idea of upgrading my Xbox and my Xbox Series X to the new Xbox, but only if it off.
New one, I'm going to give my Series X to my stepson upstairs, and I'll trade in my Xbox One finally towards the new console.
Yeah, I would say I would just see how it does and see how it is, and then I can decide what to pick it up or not. Because what if the new generation comes and I'm still able to play games in my Series X decently? And when I want more power, I could just come to my PC and get it here.
Right?
It's just like I always tell everybody: use common sense, play around with your budget, see what the difference between wants and needs. And I think we are living in a crucial moment now in society that you have to define that very well. Things that you need, things that you want. Do I want a 5090? Hell yeah, I would love it. Do I need it? Is the bigger question based on the hardware that I have.
To state that if you have a 40 series, there is no need for a 50.
Yeah,
genuinely.
I think so, because I mean that's what my brother-in-law has in his rig, a 4070 Ti, and it's good. It's good. He plays Call of he's playing at 1080p too, but still, it's freaking good. I mean,
because the only upgrades for the 50, it's very, very marginal compared to the 4090, the 5090, and it's so much more. It's just not worth it. Now, if you're going to say, oh, well, it has a better AI, that's true. But are you spending fucking $4,000 for better AI, or do you want to have the exact same output naturally? I'd rather have the exact same output naturally for cheaper. I think it's a smarter decision.
Yeah.
But what
And
do
to
I
your
know? I
point-
just build PCs.
To your point, Jules, about the Steam Machine being upgradable, don't forget that the only things that can be upgraded on it are only the memory, the SSD, and the RAM sticks, but those are laptop counterparts because of the form factor of how this is a mini PC.
Right. So it wouldn't be like actual PC parts, but laptop parts. And I don't know how
Correct.
hard are those to get.
They're just the same, but just some motherboards are incompatible because of the different size factors of the RAM sticks.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Jules. He say, I love this game show. The game show.
Space
Paranormal
Marine
game.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Paranormal. Gotcha.
Lyco's in the house. What's going on, man? Illegal Dad in the building saying these games are just like countless indie games that get dropped frequently in the console and PC stores. Don't know how Nintendo gets away copying so hard for them. Damn, that was harsh. Let me see who else is here. Yeah, Jules won the Steam Machine. C4 Skills in the house saying I will be ready next year for it, and all one signed me up for it. Oh, he's ready for it, man. A lot of people are like actually waiting for this. We got Monsieur Hernandez here with the super chat, man. Sorry I miss you, bro. Yo, my bro, Demo Flow, love you, bro. Love you, Bobby. Yeah, he was the one who actually, shout out to him. He was the one who actually told me about the Direct, the Nintendo, and about Turok. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, send me the link. And that's how I watched it this morning. And then I realized what I was watching is that was showing the Nintendo Direct. So shout out to him for showing me stuff. And it's always good when people like send you a message and they be like, oh, check this out. And it's like, wow, like, God damn it, like you sent me something cool. And that's why I love this community as well. You feel me? Because sometimes on Twitter or even Discord, y'all send me messages like, yo, you seen this? And I found out through you that something big is going on because I'm oblivious and I can't be on top of everything. But shout out to everybody who goes ahead and contribute one way or another to to the channel and to the show, man. Shout out to you. C4 Skill says the next generation should be between $850 and $1,000, and I have to agree with that. Yeah, I think that's about right. That's what we're gonna see. We might see something below $850. They do something like the Series S and give you like a cheaper option of the during generation. But for what
I don't think they're doing the affordable console again.
Yeah,
but the only way that I can see it being as low as $850 for either console is if they drastically drop the price of the current console just before it releases or in the same month that it releases to make it worthwhile. But at the same time, by them doing that, they're also reducing the trade-in value for the current consoles towards getting the next one as well.
Yeah, guys, but the whole point is, bro, about this topic that I wanted to highlight here is like, what the fuck just happened when Xbox is dead? And now we're talking about a new generation of console. And this is the bullshit that Sony ponies have been feeding everybody for a long time. All those numbers came out about Xbox financial situation and how some of the numbers look bad. And a lot of articles came up saying that Xbox was done. Like, it's literally the same shit every year at the same time. Like,
it's funny because those numbers,
really
even though Xbox everything was down, they still generate about a third of all of PlayStation's total revenue combined. Their net worth.
It's crazy with less consoles out there. So,
yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just like what I've been seeing online is crazy, and we've seen it with the reports of Obsidian, right? The Outer Worlds, which I loved, didn't sell very well.
It should have. It's so good.
Well, but the fact that something is good doesn't mean that it's gonna sell. Okay, I benefited 100,000% from from the game because I got to play it at a decent price. I finished it got through with it. I'm good. I enjoyed it. That's it. But some other people that didn't even get to play the game judged it, and they didn't even try it. And that's just that's happening. The same thing
Let's
happened with
not forget
with
that they
Avowed.
did the same thing with E33 and Avowed. Yep.
hmm With Avowed, they wouldn't give it a shot. Nobody
That's
would.
still rough around the
With
edges. Very, very
a
rough.
lot, but listen, here's the thing. I actually did a poll on Twitter with 4 games, and the poll is not done yet. But I can tell you how it's going right now. And
Sure.
look, I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see. And I would love for somebody else to do this, like IGN, like a big page or something. But there's been 86 votes. And I asked everybody, you can only play 2 of these games. Choose your destiny. 53% went with Avowed. This is crazy. I wasn't expecting it because I actually like the Outer Worlds better than Avowed, right? But yeah, the Outer Worlds at 34%, and then the next couple of games were Marathon and Horizon Hunters Garden. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be a bloodbath. In reality, I just wanted to see between Outer Worlds and Avowed what the fuck was going on, who was gonna pick who. And the fact that these games didn't sell that well scares me in a bit. I don't really care for console sales and shit like that.
The fact
But
that both Marathon and that Horizon game got the same amount of percentage, or at least so far, that's pretty wild too.
Yeah, that's a Pony Sock account. But yeah, it just makes me a little bit scared about Obsidian because they gave us games that we wanted from them, like Avowed is in the Pillars of Eternity universe. Regardless how people feel, is the type of RPG that we like. You know what I mean? And the same thing with Outer Worlds is in my favorite setting, which is like in the space. They offer you a bunch of like things to do and whatnot, and it still didn't sell well. It makes me feel some type of way because I feel like some of the franchises that once used to be strong are not as strong as we might think. And that's the case with Outer Worlds. This one was way better than the first one in every fucking way, bro. You cannot tell me you play the Outer Worlds 1 and 2 when you telling me that the first one, I mean, you can say you like it more, but you cannot tell me that the second one they didn't improve on a lot of things, which in my opinion makes it better, right? But I mean, I don't know, bro. It makes me kind of scared in the sense like they're gonna start to be profitable because you know how these studios got to be profitable, and they're going to start to gravitate towards things that they think might sell rather than working on things they love to work
If
on.
I get Fallout from them again, we'll be all right.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It'll be cool for people who like Fallout, but then after, if you only get one thing from them, and and that's all they do, and they condemn to do the same game over and over, just like other studios, then wouldn't that feel like like fucked up?
I think it's a little bit more than that, but at the same time, you also have to look and think while the Outer Worlds 2 may have improved on everything, I did hear that a lot of the AI partners that you can pick up are rather stupid.
I don't know. Tristan's fucking hilarious.
I'm not saying they're not funny. I'm just saying the AI for them is stupid, like how they act in combat.
Yeah, they're not the best.
I have it downloaded, but I still haven't played it myself yet. I've been playing too many other things.
They're not the best, but they weren't the best ever. So
yeah. And I think that's probably to the game's detriment that's the only thing it didn't improve upon, but it's no worse than the first game by far. So the fact that it didn't sell, I mean, we knew being on Game Pass, that game, it wasn't going to be big in any method because, selling 1 million copies while it's on Game Pass is still pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
Especially with only 30 million consoles out in the wild.
Yeah.
And let's not forget that latest report that AMD shared saying, or not AMD, Take-Two. They came out with their financials saying that they're possibly looking for 9th gen consoles to potentially sell upwards of 130 something million copies of GTA 6. And the Switch 2 is not classified as one of those consoles, both because it's not coming to the Switch 2, and two, because the Switch 2 is classified as a hybrid in its own case. It's still a 9th gen, it's just not one that GTA 6 is shipping on. And Sony just came out saying they had 92.2 million shipped, but that's not everything sold to the customers. We don't know how many is sitting in warehouses and still in retailers.
Right.
So Xbox very well could be sitting at over 50 million consoles sold by now.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Outer Worlds, I feel like, okay, the Sony PlayStation dudes didn't show up for it because it went to PlayStation. In another situation, they would have showed up for a game, but they didn't, you know? And that's also like, I don't know, like they got to start thinking like, is it worth it to put it on PlayStation after all, you know? Like, especially when it comes to certain games like that. But I know they will regardless because, I mean, $1 more is $1 more, right? But it just makes you wonder, like, what the fuck is going on and why are these games not selling, right? And I know Game Pass plays a huge part, right? Because a lot of people play via Game Pass. But at the same time, it's like you cannot criticize, Obsidian for not selling the game when the game is on Game Pass too at the same time. It's kind of like a weird situation, right? It's like, okay, you're telling me that I'm not selling the game, but people chose to play the game on Game Pass. So I'm kind of curious to see how many people play the game on Game Pass. And that goes.
We ordered the most expensive edition. I fucking loved this game. I knew I would.
Yeah. But that's the thing, man. What might be good for you might not be good for others. At the end of the day, if you think about it, games like Fallout, games like Skyrim and all of that, they popular. But at the same time, we're living in a time that people were having a hard time reading fucking menus and taking their time to upgrade their skills and all of that. We're living in a time that people want to play fast and want to get shit done. They want to press one button or create my character automatically type shit. Even though you can do that shit in the Outer Worlds too. You can like put your points automatic. So it's just like they made everything so much easier for everybody. And at the same time, it's like, that it didn't do good. And I gotta also blame the fact that they announced this game at $80 first. And I think that played a huge part.
That was really stupid.
That was really dumb. So I think that hurt the game a lot. And I feel like also like some of the shit that they put in there, it's just like people took it the wrong way. Like they made fun of you if you purchased the most expensive version, and they give you like a flaw that is called like you can like calm your titties down when you see something and you have to buy it type shit. So a lot of people took that the wrong way, bro. And I've seen some tweets of people say, "Wow, this game didn't sell because you offended people." I'm like, bro, you ever been to a stand-up show? You know what I'm saying? It's just like people are so soft right now, dude. And we're gonna keep talking about that, but I see chat active down there, but y'all going crazy. We got C4 Skills in the house saying the new Xbox will have Steam, Epic, and more. Why waste money on a Steam box? Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Steam doesn't care, right? They just want to sell you the console and they want you to use Steam. So it's a win-win situation. Some people would want to go ahead and be 100% on Steam, and that's cool. But I wouldn't recommend anybody to be tied up to only one ecosystem because you could lose your account. You could, so many things can happen. You could be disappointed. And that's why we see so many crash outs online. So I would say, go ahead and play whatever you want. Don't feel like you need to be tied up to any place, console, or ecosystem because that's going to be bad for you ultimately. Joe's in the building saying,
Steam, you're an idiot. Oh, I said that out loud.
No, but for sure, get Steam. Don't hold on. Get Steam. Like I just picked up what is it like? Hell's Forest? Is that the game? I just picked it up. My homeboy just sent it to me. God damn, what the Green Hell.
That's a good game.
Yeah. I picked it up for $2 on Steam. It's like $2.40, some shit like that. And I haven't played it, so I'm excited to try it out tonight with the homies. and play a brand new game that I picked up for $2. It's like, it's a no fucking brainer. So by any means, go ahead and get Steam. Go get Epic. Get all of them, bro. Don't be dumb. You know, don't be like, oh, I'm a PlayStation only fan. Like, don't be like that, man. Don't be I'm an Xbox only fan. Open up your mind to new shit, bro. Like, it reminds me, this shit is like funny because it reminds me of the first time that I tried mac and cheese Power Bus. Cool story. Y'all know I'm from Cuba, right? In Cuba, there's literally no food. Don't let nobody fucking lie to you. Like, I never in my life seen mac and cheese in Cuba. They didn't exist. Okay. And shit like that, simple shit like that, it doesn't exist. Like, we don't have McDonald's, there's no Burger King, there's no Subway, none of that shit. Okay. So my cousin up in New York, it was cold as fuck. He woke me up. He's like, oh, it's snowing and shit. I was like, oh shit, man. We go outside, we play. He's like, I'm gonna make you feel like you a real American. And then he made me some mac and cheese, but he made me the instant mac and cheese. And I thought it was trash. I thought it was, wow, this is terrible. And
instant mac is
it's the worst. For years, I thought that mac and cheese was awful. For years. Well, fast forward to maybe 10 years after that, I started dating this chick. She was Italian, Irish, and she took me to a traditional American, Thanksgiving. This is what, like, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. And with her family and shit, and I try out for the first time baked mac and cheese, like the real shit that they do, like, like southern, out here in Florida and shit that we do. And man, that show was so good. And I couldn't believe that I was missing out so many years of mac and cheese because of one bad experience. So that being said, guys, like, it may not be the same everywhere. Go ahead, open up your mind, try new things. If it didn't work the first time, give it another taste later on, see how you feel about it. Maybe you are, out in the mood for that. Same thing happened to me with Expedition 33. And I said the story here all the time. Started playing it, didn't feel it, came back from work with a different mindset. Maybe I was tired, more chill, less energetic, just want to do something cool. And I ended up loving it. It's just like, timing. So maybe later on, that being said, maybe later on, people will try games like Avowed and, and Outer Worlds and be like, oh shit, maybe it wasn't that bad. But I mean, all I gotta say about those games are good things. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We got the Archangel Nexus in the building saying Team Steam Deck. What's going on, Pave? Good to have you around. Yeah. The Steam Deck is also a viable option. Like, you don't need, that's another option in case you don't want to get the whole Steam machine and you still want to experience games on the go and docked. You can get this, that's the beauty about having different options. We got Eternal D87 in the house saying, I got the 5070 Ti. That's all I need. Fair enough. 5070 Ti is fire. Illegal Dad saying, the Drinkers guy still says not happening even after the latest do. Bro.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Bro, he been saying Xbox is dead for the longest time, and every time he makes a video
3
about
years running now.
No, man. And every time a new news comes out, it's like, Xbox new generation or something. They literally shut him up. Crazy work.
And I'll say that with everything that's going on, that if Xbox goes away, PlayStation is going to be the first ones to go because they're selling off their TV business. They're going into movies. Yeah. There's not going to be a PlayStation 6, and that would be bad for everybody. Same thing as if Xbox goes away. Nintendo would be the last survivor, but they're not going to be long for this world with their underpowered hardware either.
Look, to put it into perspective, last Xbox acquisition was ABK, $70-80 billion. Yep. Latest Sony PlayStation acquisition was 10% of Kadokawa, bro.
Huh?
Yeah, 10% of Kadokawa. It's not even like 10% of Elden Ring. So, I mean, come on, guys. Chill out. Eternal D87 saying Xbox ain't going anywhere. The Roman Empire didn't fall within the day. That's true. Yep. We got Cold Classic Cage. What's going on? She says the only acceptable game on that list is Outer Worlds 2. And look, that's the one that I like the most out of that list. And I enjoy Avowed for what it was. You know, I thought they could have done many things. And I do appreciate a lot of things they did. And I always say when it comes to like inventory management and how to make an RPG more enjoyable. Even
I mean, I got to go back and finish playing Doom.
Yeah, Doom is fire. Illegal that saying I liked Outer Worlds 2, but it feels like it was missing something hard to explain, but the game felt too methodical. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it felt like, you know, they didn't change their formula too much. I feel like, yeah, that was one of like my gripes. It feels like the first game in a bigger scale, you know, but way better, you know, like, you know, more polished, you know. And another thing too, they did have some performance issues at launch as well. So that could have been to the detriment, you know. You got to think about all those things.
Absolutely.
You'll say still play Outer Worlds a bit and it's so much fun, but 2 absolutely improved. There you go. 2 is definitely an improvement. And look, the funny thing is that the first one was nominated for Game of the Year. And now this one is literally like, you know, the same but better, and like a sequel should be, and doesn't get shit. It is what it is, man. We got baby boy Ray in the house. What's going on, Ray? Ray, how you doing, Poppy? Good to have you around. What's going on? Illegal that saying I didn't care much for the companions. Yeah, look, listen. The first companion they give you, that lady with the graft in the hand, that she puts the skin of animals in her hand, and she has the healing power. She's like sort of like you
Tristan
need that bitch.
is fucking hilarious, and you don't really need her at all.
Yeah, boy, I'm saying like at least in my playthrough, I felt like I needed her.
The only one that you really need is Valerie, the robot.
My crew was, because that's another thing about the names, they're kind of forgettable, right? You sort of like forget them, which is like, you know, might be part of the issue. They're not that memorable. Boy, I like the dude who was walking crafting bench, the engineer who got his face blown up. Yeah. And I like the one that is an assassin, that at the end she goes crazy. Like Eva. Yeah, she is crazy at the end. Her abilities are insane. But it depends also what part of the tree you upgrade, what weapons you use, and everything, right? It depends on the law. But she's insane. And I like them both. They make a nice combo.
Tristan's also fucking hilarious because he's just a giant fucking walking tank.
Right. But the thing about Tristan, it was such a goody-goody. He wouldn't want to break no rules. He get mad at you when you kill somebody and shit like that. And you know what? You were such a party pooper. Let's fuck shit up. You know,
yeah, he's a part of the protectorate. So.
Yeah. So he was very like by the book type of guy. Cold Classic Cage saying Microsoft literally tried to hold the Outer Worlds 2 hostage and the community said bet. And look, that's what I was saying. The initial announcement of the Outer Worlds 2 being $80.
It originally being $80, I was not a fan of. I was not a fan of it at all. It makes no sense.
It hurt the game. And the fact that you wore back the price makes me believe even more that you just did this shit out of greed. Because if it was truly like necessary for you to charge the $80, you would. But the fact you backed out is like, yeah, bro, like we try to get away with shit. And
that being said, if this was the first game that they made $80, oh my god, I would have fucking hated it.
Yeah, I don't think the $80 game is gonna keep going. They noticing that it's a trend. When games are $60, $50, they sell more. More people are willing to spend that type of money than spending $80 in a game that you don't even know you're gonna like. Because I hate that shit. And that's one of the reasons why I love Game Pass. Back in the day, I used to go to GameStop, get me like 4 or 5 games. Go back home, play them all, and I only like 1 out of the 5. That I was like, oh, I'm gonna continue to play. The other ones, I would ditch them. And some people are like, oh, but you don't buy the games. You know, it's kind of dumb to buy a game and have a whole collection of games you don't even fucking play. You know, online, yeah, I do. I don't care. I go ahead and claim every Epic game, you know, that they gave me. Every game in Epic. Yeah, I mean, it's different. It's not occupying any space in my computer. It's not occupying any space, or it's not bothering me at all. If I want to go there and check out some games when I'm bored, I might download one or whatever. I don't care. It's always good to have a library, but to have it like that and spend your hard-earned money on them as well, like people pre-order games just to say they have that copy. I could never do that. Like I will only pre-order the game if I'm truly invested and if I truly want to play this game. TTS, Sean TTS at 1 p.m. Everybody, go ahead and check them out, bro. Shout out to Sean and the boys, man. Baby Ray in the house as well. God damn it. Check this out, bro. Donnie 602. If Outer World 2 was a PlayStation exclusive, would have won Game of the Year somehow, some way, a Grammy, a Golden Globe, and an Oscar. Bro, yeah. What's up, bro, boy, man? How you doing, man? Good to have you. And that is true. That is true. We're gonna get into like this thing right here. We gotta talk about it, guys, because man, oh man. For that, first I'm gonna show you the reveal trailer or whatever. Let's get to it because I actually posted it on Twitter. Man, I had the best quality, so let me go ahead and get you the one on YouTube and play that shit in the background. Because on Twitter things don't play that well. But yeah, Guerrilla Games.
I saw bits and pieces of this, and the only thing that I've seen is it looks like a Zenless Zone Zero Wuthering Waves wannabe with Horizon styling, and it's got one really obese character that everybody seems to be talking about.
Okay, so first off, I want to start off by saying that the best thing they did was to open up the show, saying that they will continue to work on single-player games. To the Sony PlayStation fan, peace of mind, they did open the show saying that. But then they show Horizon Hunters Gathering, and honestly, I didn't think the game looked bad. But I feel like the direction that the game took, it just reminded me a lot of High Guard and Concord. And y'all already know how that ended. It feels like these people can't make original characters anymore. And they have to like look for stereotypes. So we got a black dude with dreads or nappy hair. We got a extremely fat person. Then we got an old, skinny white man, and it's just like everything is like, I don't know, it's just like they lacks the creativity, and it's just like, okay, it's like, give me a Chinese, give me somebody from South America, give me like from Africa, and it's just like, it feels so like forced that it's just like, it doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's just the way I feel. But when it comes to the gameplay or what the game is, it looks like it's gonna be a Monster Hunter type game, for what I gather, and it's gonna be a multiplayer game. Now they do offer another option of this game that is gonna be mobile only. That is the Horizon MMO that is being announced only for mobile. And then later on, I want to show you because MBG make a comparison between these two games, and we're gonna see now that. But yeah, for what you can see here, yeah, look, all the characters look like, yeah. Check it out. This part doesn't look bad. The animations. Oh, also there's a lot of issues with the animations because they got caught utilizing AI. And some people say that these are, I don't know if you know too much about animation design, but they call it smear frames. So there were instances in the trailer when you pause that you can see swords bending and a person having a nose in the eye instead of the eye itself. So some fucked up
how
shit.
Are they fucking that up? That's not even a heart.
I know there was a freeze frame with the big person that it literally had a floating wrist and hand that was completely off of the body for a third hand somewhere.
Hey man,
Yeah.
you don't have a third hand?
I wish I had a third hand.
Well, we all have a third leg. Eh? Huh? Third leg, yeah, we do. The hand, I don't know about the hand. Okay, so the reaction from the Geoff Keighley announcement, because of course it was all over this, just like it was over High Guard. They just want to Hollywood gaming so hard. Why? And this is how it feels. They want a Hollywood gaming. And this is what this is what we're experiencing right now. They want a Hollywood and Disney are gaming. I don't know how you feel about these Powerballs, but I feel some type of way, bro. I feel like this is like, come on, man.
I agree. If you were to back it up to where it showed all the 6 playable characters, it is literally the stereotypical of right here showing all the characters.
Yeah, stereotypes of the world. Like, yo, give me somebody from here. Yeah.
You're not
Chinese
playing
assassin,
game from anybody in the world.
a furry, a black person, a fat person, some strong boss lady, and a white old man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fat and white. Huh? They were making is that Horizon? What is that? Is that a TV show?
I don't know, bro. But shout out to Bro Boy in the house with the fire. Say, want to see how much if they charge for this? PlayStation doesn't do normally free to play. If they have it as a free to play, they can require PS Plus sub for their console. That's
I
a
don't
question.
think it will be because of the fact that it's also on mobile, but I can also see them doing it and linking to their PlayStation account so that it has cross progression of some sort.
Look at
but
this.
I don't think they're going to do that.
Who, like, bro? Who in the fuck want to play as an old man? Like, who in the fuck
play as an old man, dude? I used to play as a grandma and watch.
Only if it's rich. and like, you know, listen, who wants to be fat? I don't even know fat people that want to be fat.
Hey,
yeah.
I like
Desire. The only thing fat about you is your head.
Bro, honestly, it's just like they giving you the shit that you don't really want, dude. It's just so sad. And like, the game doesn't even look bad.
Who is this game for?
But the game doesn't even look bad graphically or nothing. It just look like, you know, okay, maybe not like Horizon. That Horizon looks great.
Little did you know I paid for the game to be made. Okay,
this is literally the fornification of games. This is what we like seeing right now.
Fornification, yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Fornification means fucking. Just so you know.
Listen, bro. I'm not saying that I wouldn't try this game. Shout out to Nero. He said that he was gonna try it. I would try too. Might even look like a good time with the friends and shit. Not into the Monster Hunter type genre. So this is definitely not like a for me type game. But I would try it.
It's better than the Horizon games that we've had. I thought those have been absolutely abysmal.
At least it's not gonna be boring. Sure.
The graphics were good, but that was about all the game had going for it.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Yeah. I mean, not even
somebody that's played over 200 hours in both of them.
Bro, not even the idea is original because it's a Monster Hunter type shit. You know? So it's like the lack of originality. They between the hard rock and a hard place, Gorilla. Like with this game, this might flop. If Sony PlayStation fans don't show up for this game, this might flop. And I will say this: I don't expect every game to be for me because we seen a couple of weeks ago the Xbox game with what was it?
Killing.
Killing, right? And we say like we're not into it, but we can see how some people might be into it. This is the same situation. Now, there's real people behind these games that need their jobs, that need to keep the food on the table and all that. And it feels like this is like how many games like this that they made and it hasn't worked. And this doesn't look like anything special. That's just what I'm trying to say here.
This is literally going to be Concord 5.
Hey man, you don't like Concord 5 Return of the Cord?
Cut the cord, more like it.
Concord. Look,
Concord 5.
I had to show you the Geoff Keighley post and the reactions under.
Because you have Concord, which literally came and went like a fart in the wind. We just got High Guard, and that is literally dying a slow and painful death.
No, it was pretty fast.
We're about to get Marathon, which is literally going to be Concord 3.
DOA.
Yep. Shout out to,
if it ever comes out, we got Fair Games, which is going to be Concord 4. So this makes Concord 5.
Yep. They have more parts than Fast and the Furious, probably.
Getting there.
Yeah.
There's about to be an 11th Fast and the Furious.
Okay, so Geoff Keighley, of course, doesn't show up for anything that other companies do, but when it comes to Sony PlayStation, you know he's out there licking the boot. But yeah, announcement trailer for Horizon Hunters Gathering, new live service game for PS5 and PC from PlayStation. And you hear number one, Mr. Roach, God himself, Concord 4, and
the Roach King
ratio. Yeah. It's not my fault that I just like that. I'm one like my homie. Like he ratio for like 10,000 likes. That's bad. We got Pigeon here saying Guerrilla really said, remember the Monster Hunter style game that shut down because no one played it? Let's make that exact game. And it's not looking good. Nobody look, Sega should have been your just one more. It's not looking good. Ventilator.
I still can't believe that Concord 2 was the fucking final thing of the show.
Mm-hmm.
That everybody all like, oh, we're gonna get Half-Life 3 or something. Which memes, that was never gonna happen. But it was a funny meme.
Vanguard's crazy. This didn't work for Dauntless even when it was free. People don't want these games anymore. How is this supposed to attract any players when it costs money? Sony live service keep flopping because they copy dead genres instead of making innovative games with competition.
So right there, they're saying that it's going to be charging. Oh, that's just wrong.
You moved on pretty quick, said Tivo. Holy crap. There, man, the old share here we're going in. Classic by CJ. Somebody said stop recommending games to us, please. Ooh, how are you so, bro? Like this character right here, bro. Terrible, man. Terrible.
Now, I will say that character design is not terrible, but the head, something's got to be done. Make it fucking larger,
bro.
Because we don't need to play as Desire in the game.
Bro, they made it. Listen, this is an optic illusion.
Not listen to this bullying.
Hey, they made the head small to make it look bigger. That's the whole point. That's why. That's what's like. She looked bigger than she actually is. That's what they did it. This game is made by Redditors for Redditors. DOA. Damn. The Disney Pixar Fortnite Overwatch style is exhausting.
Yep.
Characters are hideous. No one likes this. This is under Geoff Keighley. Somebody say Concord 3. Look, like that character in Concord, bro. That was a terrible character, bro. Yeah. That was horrible. Oh shit. That's Quarrying in the house saying, so this is the bullshit they've been doing instead of working on the third game. Go hell. No binary. Holy crap. They canceled factions and kept this. Bro, I don't know, bro. Talk some this shot. Talk to me.
I mean, when you look at this, they've got what 7 games that are coming out. Okay, we got Wolverine, we've got Sorrows, we've got Marathon, Fair Games if it's still in production, and all these other games, right? Sorrows is the only one that I think actually has a chance of being semi-decently good, and it's literally Returnal 2.0.
Agreed. Pablos, and you know why is that? Because I know they show Killing, my BDOA, right? But what else do they show? They show Fable, they show Horizon, we got Halo in the pipeline, Gears coming, Clockwork Revolution, State of Decay. You got a bunch of games that you can look forward to that one of them gotta be for you. I mean, I don't. If you don't like zombies, maybe you like cars. If you don't like cars, maybe you like pottery. If you don't like pottery, maybe you like breaking necks and heads with gears, or maybe you like jumping around in Halo. Like God knows what you like, bro. But they got different shit for you to to play on. But man, the fact that this is all they're getting, like this is ridiculous, man. Shout out to Go Classic. Just Horizon Hunter Gatherers is Sony's bleeding edge, and later on I seen one of the
except for the fact that bleeding edge is still playable.
That killed me. She said, bro, you wouldn't pay me to play as the well.
Listen, it is what it is. This will be my last PlayStation. Thank you, Herman's Host. Thank you, Hiroki Totoki. Thank you all for fucking up the brand. Well done. Fuck off.
Damn. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the decline that you guys don't even want to see, dude.
And I think Broke Boy says it the best, saying they brought the chubby Aloy meme to life.
It's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Dude.
High guard hilarious.
I'm speechless. And I wanna talk right now to chat, but I don't know if any of you is a game developer. Guys, stop doing this shit. Stop doing this shit. This is literally like, like Tupac getting on stage and grabbing a guitar and trying to play the guitar. Like, no, no. Focus on giving us good games. All these writers, like, listen, you are not writing for, I don't know, an activist page, You are making fucking games for people to have an enjoyment and live their fantasies. Nobody in their fantasies wants to be fat or old.
And I'll say this, okay? There's been exactly 2 games that I have seen them do a fat character correctly.
Shit.
2 games. Borderlands 3 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
With Moxie's sister Ellie.
Yeah, but she's an NPC.
That's fine. But the other one is Final Fantasy VIII with the Evil Queen.
Yeah. Well, but Ellie's funny, at least. She will like.
They have personality and they're well.
They have personality. Yeah.
What the hell is the background story for that fucking tank?
Hey, yo, Pablo, you're not into the fatty ones?
I have no problem against fat people. Like I said, there's 2 games that they have done a fat person in my eyes correctly. Yeah. In those 3 games, the Final Fantasy VIII and Borderlands 2 and 3.
Yeah, there's some other characters that I think they're cool too, and they're fat too. But it's not about being fat; it's just all about like the proportions, right? And exactly. The intent behind it. Like it's like, okay, we're gonna make a character fat just to have a fat character in a game. I'm like, okay. Good, like why don't you allow people to make their own characters then? That's even better. Create your own character, and then you have classes. That's it. That's even better. Like stop with this nonsense, and allow people to create their own shit. If you don't know what to do like Fable did. They were criticized or whatever that the girl was ugly or whatever. Like, okay, you want to play with the ugly girl? Fine. You want to play with the pretty one? Make it yourself. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, give players the freedom and stop pushing agendas in gamers. It's not a place to do that, bro. We already got the movies ruined by all this shit.
Demo and Desire. Have you ever played Final Fantasy II, the originals?
No. No, it's on Game Pass. Final Fantasy 2 is on Game Pass.
It is now, yes. I'm talking about, back in the NES days.
No.
Okay. Final Fantasy 2 was one of the first games in Final Fantasy with what's called the job system, where you pick and choose what your character is, and they specialize in what that job does. Okay. And Final Fantasy 2 has like 30 different jobs.
Okay? Right.
And you can also choose no job, and then anything you've mastered, you can pick and choose any of the 2 skills that class can do.
Right, like a jack of all trades.
Right. And the more you master, the more you can go with the regular fighter and use everything. And when you look at a game like this is pigeonholing you, because if she's the tank, if You know, she's literally the beat stick on saying, hey, I'm going to taunt the enemy while my partners flank around and just do all the damage. Okay? They're pigeonholing you. That is not an RPG. If you are playing as that character, you only have one specific role. You cannot change. Playing the role of a character is not putting yourself in the character's shoes. Playing a role is how you play that character and how you can play that character.
Mhm.
And there is no one right way. And it is your play style. If you want to make somebody who's, you know, a white mage that does black magic, then fine. You're going to be literally doing that. If you want to play as a red mage where you have both white and black magic, but you can choose something like a swordsman so that you have the best weapons in the game at the same time, okay, fine. You're sacrificing some of the top end magic so that you can be a better physical attacker. So you have both worlds, but you're a glass cannon. So literally that is the difference between what is and isn't an RPG.
Damn.
And these people are not getting.
Hogar is dying on the street corner near you. What the hell, bro?
Focused on consistently delivering at least one tentpole title per year.
Not like this.
Too late.
That's
One
fraud.
temple title. What is it that Sony PlayStation is getting this year, guys?
Jean in the
Wolverine.
chat actually makes a very good point. Another great fat character in the game, E Honda. He's a sumo wrestler. He's meant to be fat.
Yeah.
And he is a beloved character by everybody in the Street Fighter universe.
Even people
and he's a
cosplay as
staple.
him. Yeah, it's a staple for sure.
Hey, I will Yokozuna your ass, boy.
Yeah, we had like, you know, 5 people that we like I don't know, like Rikichi from WWE, Mark Henry, you know, to
Big Show.
Big Show, right? Some of them that were like, you know, fat, whatever, we don't care about them, like cool people, but they had like personalities, they had shit going on for themselves, they had some crazy moves or techniques, something going on for them. But this person literally had nothing. Like this character is just like, you know, empty.
They're making them literally, no pun intended, a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
You are a pony.
I don't count that Genesis only because of the fact it's about kids.
Genesis is.
But I get what you're going.
Like us, what if I say we need P-Lump here? He likes all them plus size women. Hey, nothing wrong with that, but yeah, but I know what type of plus size women he's talking about. This ain't no, like, this is not what P-Lump is talking about, bro. I promise you. Somebody say Snorlax. Oh, Borracho from Mortal Kombat. I hated Borracho. Disgusting prick. Fighting in your face.
Well, he was at least a unique character because he did the Drunken Fist.
Yo, call classic, bro. Like, why do you have to wake up and choose violence like this? Just say, E Honda has a valid excuse to be fat. It's part of his job and culture. That white woman got no excuse. Holy
absolutely,
shit.
Absolutely.
Holy
I have
crap.
an excuse?
You don't have an excuse either. Well, maybe it is cold. You know, maybe if it's
Desire
cold.
has his own fur coat.
Bro boy saying, don't know if you saw Planet of Lana 2 has a release date of March 5 or 5th. Also a Play Anywhere title. There you go. Check it out.
I think that's also going to be on Game Pass, just like the first one.
I don't know. I haven't played the first one. I heard good things about it, but I haven't had the chance.
Same. It didn't look like a game that was going to be interesting to me, but it does seem like it has a good story.
Yeah. It's like, sometimes it be like that. You see a game and you feel like, okay, it's cool, but it's not for me, and that's fine. Okay, even though I'm cooking, you know, Horizon, whatever, Hunters and Gatherer, if it is free to play, I'll give it a chance. How about that? But if they're charging for this shit, there's no way in hell I'm spending $1 here, dude. I mean, I'm straight up. And that might be the biggest problem of the game. the fact that it might have one of those premium price tags that they talk about, like $40 for marathon or $40 for this. You imagine $40 for this? You know how many cool games you can buy for $40? I'm just telling you about Green Hell that I got for $2. It is, I promise you, way better game than this shit right here. So there you have it, man. Sometimes it be like that, you know? And like straight up to the developers, give us cool characters, bro. Like, give us some of the cool shit. We want to see cool shit in video games. No one want to see a Karen, activist, whatever, in a video game. Nobody cares. People play games to play games, unwind, get off from the fucking bullshit that's going on in real life, dude. We want a cool shit. Cool shit. Give us cool shit. That's it. That's the name of the game. Cool shit. That's it. Like focus, get like something. Does it look cool? Ask your kids before you release a game. Does this character look cool? Is this something that your kids will or your friends will play? You know, ask these type of questions, dude, because it matters, right? And I'm not a person who focus so much in how a character look. You know, I'm a person who actually focus on some of the other shit that you can do with the character. You know, but at the same time, it's like you want to feel that connection with a character, something that you know you want to play, role play as, or something you think is cool. You know, that's what you want. Hey, we got Crazy Louis. He wanna be tagged in. Okay, I got you, fam. Hold on. He wanna say he's
On that note, I'm gonna actually have to head out.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
Dale,
yeah.
Pablo,
So he can
dale,
take my
yeah.
place.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I'll
no,
send
peace
them
out,
over.
everybody. Have a good one.
All right, Bobby, take it easy. Thank you for coming.
You traitor.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out, and I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah. Peace, man. Peace. Let me go ahead and send the link to Crazy Louis. Man, insanity, dude. Insanity. Ay. Crazy work, Desire. But I mean, we'll see where this game goes. So far, that's what's going on with PlayStation this year. And Wolverine, I think Wolverine was again, they reiterated that it was gonna come out at the end of the year. I've seen some news about that shit.
The exact last day of the year.
Oh, December 31st.
Yeah.
So should it count? Because y'all even gonna play that shit? Y'all with the family.
I'm not
Y'all
playing
play
it
the
that
next
day.
day?
Hell no.
I got shit to do that day. Probably, I don't know, bro. We'll see. If it comes out and it's good, and you know, I might play.
I don't trust them after Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was terrible.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people like Spider-Man 2, to be fair.
You know.
Yep. Oh, let me see. Oh my god, man. Cage, the cunning linguist, saying activists ruin everything with one's love. I wouldn't say they ruin it because I mean, but I would say like they just like protest everything, and it's just like, I mean, you cannot protest everything, dude.
Yeah, you're expecting logic, and I don't know why.
Yeah, you're gonna cry about everything. What's going on, Crazy Louis? What's good, Poppy? How you doing?
How you doing, man? I'm good. I'm good. Just drop here, hang out for a bit. I gotta make a phone call, but I'll be right back because my father was calling me earlier, so I gotta do that phone call. I'll be back in just a minute. But other than that, what do you guys? What's the spice today? What were you spicing on about?
Well, we're talking about the new PlayStation game live service. We're talking about
You're
the
talking about
Horizon
Fortnite?
Hunters.
Talking about John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name was my name too.
Oh dear Lord! Damn. What else?
We're talking about the Horizon Hunter Gatherings.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Basically, we're talking about next gen Xbox, and you know the AMD CEO, what she said. Xbox.
2020 said. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna drop 2020. We talked a little bit about the Nintendo Direct. We thought the show was mediocre and didn't offer anything new or first party.
I said it for them. I mean, for being a third party, give it a 7 out of 10. I said for being a third party show, give it a 7 out of 10. And because I mean they're getting the games over there, so it's got to be real happy though.
Well,
it's the same thing we've seen again and again. So it was like, it's okay. You
Yeah.
know?
I mean,
Yeah,
you just don't tune into a show to see a bunch of shit that you already seen, and that's like
exactly.
how we feel that the Nintendo
I
is at
mean,
the moment.
it's like this is like the 40th time we see
What?
what's the game called? Oh,
Yeah. I know Jules. She was talking
Resident
about.
Evil.
Yeah,
Resident Evil though. It's like the 40th
Resident
time.
Evil.
Come on.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah. It's some crazy shit, man. But yeah, that's what we've been talking about. Like literally, we were talking about the characters in video games and how how forced it is, like to make characters based on stereotype, and how goofy it looks, and how not cool.
When they go on the goofy stuff, huh? Oh man. I always tell them, why don't you go back to the PS1 era when you had the character with a face like this? Looking at you all the time, and all of a sudden you hear the words like, hey, what are you fucking? You don't even see the mouth moves. It was like with long slick hair backs and everything. I'm like, come on. And man, the torture we went through for this one game, because man, we saw that cover and chat. This is how it was though. Back in the day, we're talking about my days, right? And I don't know if it's them close days, but back in the day, we used to love Baywatch. We used to love Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
We used to love all that stuff, right? We love all that stuff. And then all of a sudden in gaming, we see this girl with two guns and shorts. I'm like, oh man, that cover, that girl looks spicy hot. We bought the game, we got triangles. Until part 2. We got triangles, my chat. We got triangles.
Yeah, they done us wrong, dude. Shout out to Cage the Cunning Linguist. He said that big girl in Horizon Hunter, it's lost a leg to the diabetes. Holy shit, man. You guys are insane, dude. So in order new Starfield to be released in PlayStation 5 in May. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but yeah, there's some rumors. The usual suspects, what is it? Subitek, Shinobi, they're all talking about this and about Starfield coming to PlayStation 5.
I thought
In
they
May.
didn't like the game. Now, though, all of a sudden they like it. I don't.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden they like to speak about how Starfield, one of the most important RPGs in recent times, yada yada. All of this to clown us that they're getting, or Starfield in the PlayStation 5 as if never played Starfield before, right? Like, I don't know, Starfield's been out for like 5 years already, pretty much. So, I mean, I had like 5 days
it's almost
playtime.
I don't know if Louis is a fan of this. I don't always go on anyways, but it's almost like the fans of and the tribalism that's in wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So for instance, for anyone that's not aware, if a guy, big wrestler, let's this is a good one. Aleister Black, when he went from WWE to AEW, everyone hated him. That was a WWE fan. I didn't.
Right.
I always liked Aleister. Then he came back to WWE and everyone started liking him again. It's fucking weird.
It's weird. Yeah. It's almost as if like you don't like the game because it's not in your platform type shit. But once it makes it to your platform, then it's good. But all of these discourse that, and the way that people talk about games they haven't even touched, it's just like it hurts the games, eventually. And as a result, you don't see the game taking off the way it should, right? And also, like, to be fair, Starfield didn't come out, in perfect state. It had its issues. So it is like, a little bit of everything. But I'm happy, bro. I just can't wait for Starfield to hit PlayStation, because I do feel like it's one of those games that people really gotta play, man. And it's like one of those games that really make you think. Like a lot of people that didn't like Starfield is because they're not into talking to NPCs, reading, or spending time upgrading the character and trying to see like the different shit that you can do within the game. A lot of people just like quit because they didn't have the patience to play games like this. And this is like what's happening, man. A lot of people just want to get into the action right away, and they just don't have the time to talk to NPCs or to explore in the sense that Starfield wanted you to explore. They just want to go straight into the action. That's it. And then they complain when the game is shallow. they say, "Oh, the game is shallow," and when they drop you straight up into the action. So, I mean, for Starfield, you have to be patient. But once you get going, you get going, and then you start like accumulating resources and heals and weapons. And next thing you know, you got a bunch of weapons here, a bunch of weapons there. You start working on your network of fucking crafting and all of that shit. And you can create your own empire. You can play it any way you want. If you want to go ahead and do a bunch of quests, you can go ahead and do so. If you want to get a bunch of kills and you know what I mean, experiment with weapons, you can do so. If you want to play like in a more like stealthy way, you can do so. And if you want to like talk everybody out of problem, you can do it. It's just like it offers you so much flexibility. And this is like why I don't get the hate. Like I think Starfield is one of those games that offer you a little bit for every type of player. And it was criticized, right? Rightly so, in certain aspects. For the most part, it was very enjoyable for me. Barely ran into bugs or nothing. Performance issues, of course, it was a heavy game. It had it at the beginning. But other than that, I had a smooth experience. It felt all the time like I was speaking to my homies and we were in Discord playing the game at the same time and shit. And we were like, with this sense of discovery, like every time we're talking about, do you know you can do this shit? Do you know if you put this shit here and then go there and do this? You know what I mean? There's always like, wow, like you discovered a bunch of shit, and it just makes you feel good. And that's one of the things what I love the most about Starfield is like how the game starts opening up, and then all of a sudden you can go everywhere and do whatever the fuck you want. So that's how I feel about Starfield. And I think that if it goes to PlayStation 5, people who haven't experienced Starfield, yeah, they're going to, because I think it's good. I think it's good.
I mean, all I know is we're gonna get some receipts. We're gonna have fun slandering because now it's gonna be good.
Does it matter? We already played.
It's gonna be good. I don't already play it, but now it's gonna be good. Now they're gonna see, wow, they added more stuff. Now it's not empty. Now you get to do this and that.
Yeah. You better test the game for us. Yeah.
Because I mean, look, I played the game. It's such a good game. It's a fantastic game. I always say this about the game: the side stories to the game is better than the main story. I always say that, which is true. I think
it is
the main story. Like, huh? I'm like, this is the main story. I said it's all right, but the side quests really complete the game, and the things you pick up, the ships you pick up, and all that stuff is so entertaining. It's not a boring game. And to be honest, though, I sat there. I'm like, because I've been playing Bethesda games all my life, and I usually quit, like usually in the middle. Like with Elder Scrolls 4, I always tell the story about how I got bit by a vampire and I was suddenly started to become a vampire. And then, I had to go to a lady for her to give me the cure. And I accidentally stole something from her and she started to shoot things at me. And I couldn't, and I killed her because there was no other way. I was like, oh, if I kill her, I'll get the potions. Yeah, right. That's it. I didn't go to get the potions. So I said, you know what? I'm done with this game. But this one, though, the Starfield, though, really intrigued me. It was like, wow, this is amazing, though. Everything was great on it. And the people who complain and said, oh, there's nothing to do. I mean, hell, you can be in space, and all of a sudden you get even a ship trying to sell your insurance. I mean, what the heck? I mean, it's a good game.
Somebody radio you and asking for help, or somebody trying to, like, you know what I mean? Taking shots at you. I don't know where you start a fight. You can go ahead and board the chips. That was one of the things that I love doing. You can dock on a chip and board it and attack it from inside once you disable the engines and stuff. I thought that was cool. And like you said, the side quests are amazing, especially the ones that had to do with the factions. Like, the one that you get the Mantis, whatchamacallit, the Mantis suit. That is one of the best suits in the game. That you get it, like you have to go through like a bunch of missions and you gotta jump through a lot of like hurdles and tribulations, and then you get that suit, and after that, man, it's all like like a smooth sailing. And I like the DLC. I try out the DLC. I haven't finished it, but I play a little bit, and then I thought it was cool. It was different. It was more linear. It was more linear, so I like that about it. And I just hope that they come back with a huge update. I want to see multiplayer added to Starfield. not multiplayer like like 10 people in the map or something, but like the ability to do like sharing
or
co-op
at least co-op stuff,
with
just
with at least one person. You know how much enjoyable much more enjoyable would it be like to do all those things with like one homie, one of the people you hang out with, and hey yo, let's do this mission or take over this ship or whatever. I think that would be great, and I kind of want to see it maybe via mod, but I haven't heard about no mods with multiplayer on Starfield. But definitely check it out, man. I'm super super excited for Starfield on PlayStation. Hopefully the game gets the love that it deserves. Other than that, I feel like the hatred that Starfield got was insane.
Shit.
and look, a lot of people that review the game didn't even know how the game worked. A lot of people were like complaining.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was
that was
this
so
one guy
funny.
that had
Yeah.
like 160 hours, and they said this game has nothing to do. But bro, you have 160 hours in it.
Yeah. No,
Like, come
there's one person who made a review. I think it was IGN or something. And on their review, they said that they were having trouble finding quests and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Wow, really? Wow.
yeah, you have a GPS system. I don't know how do you do it on controller, but I remember that in the keyboard is F. You press F, and it puts like a line on the floor, similar to Forza when it's teaching you how to drive, where to go, and then you follow the line, and it takes you everywhere. The quests, the shops, everywhere that you mark on your map. And they couldn't figure that out, but they review the game, and I'm like, that how in the fuck you got through the whole game without it? You must have a terrible experience. You play a game like for 50 hours and you don't know the most basic part of the game. It's insanity. And then like it goes to show that some of these people are not built like this. They're not into, they just review the game for reviewing the game. They weren't enjoying it. They weren't paying attention because it is set at the beginning of the game how to use all these mechanics and shit. So it is what it is, man. Not gonna stress it because I did play the hell out of Starfield. I did beat the game. I did beat all the missions with the factions, all of them. And I'm just at the DLC at this point. I haven't played in a while, but if they do an update with the release on the PlayStation, I would definitely go back into there and finish the DLC and do everything that there is to do with the new update. I'll be back into it. That's the best thing about it. We got Sanchez Gaming. Crazy Louis sent me here. What's going on, Poppy? Good to have you around.
Of course, I said that's random.
Like us 45 saying, yeah, for real. I thought ponies hated Starfield. Now Starfield will be the greatest game ever to journalists. That's right, bro. Like us 45 say Bethesda. Yeah. Bro, he caught a sword with his teeth. Oh yeah, that's on the on here on the what the fuck
Pirates
in Yakuza. Yeah. I think it's here. Look, bro, this game is insane. I love this fucking game. Shout out to Game Pass because I would have probably played this game like 2-3 years later. But yeah, there's a point in here that you do like a hit action and he grabs the sword with the teeth, and then he open his mouth, let this go of the sword and smack the sword towards the enemy, and that's fucking. That's the type of shit we're talking about. That's the type of cool shit we want to see, man. In games, cool stuff that that you can do in real life.
Oh yeah, encourage it. Yeah, keep encouraging it. And then one day someone will come by and be like, you see, you encouraged me to catch a sword with my mouth. Now look.
Cold Classic Cage in the house, and she's saying, I have plenty to do in Starfield. A lot of people who didn't play Starfield don't understand the actual issues Starfield has, like menu navigation being too much. Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of people don't even know what's wrong with the game. They just.
Here's what's funny though, and this is what's funny though. You got some RPGs, you get complex stuff, right? And that's what's funny though. They understand the complex stuff, but when it comes to Starfield, which is not that hard to understand, which it isn't. Because when I see things too complex, I say I'm out. I'm not gonna focus on all these complex stuff because it's gonna start giving me a headache. But it's so easy to figure out. The thing is that we're just looking to talk bad about the game because it did not release everywhere. That really made all of them mad, furious for nothing. Because
And it's funny, Louis, that could have been Xbox future, right? Making ponies mad throughout the whole generation. Because
Oh, they
imagine
could.
if
Yeah.
they had kept all of these games exclusives,
Mhm.
like the Sony PlayStation fans would have been like extremely mad and all of that. But you know what? That wasn't possible because of Gene crying Ryan, who flew all over Europe and everywhere trying to stop the deal. And then, they made Xbox think in a bigger way. They're
Mhm.
like, okay, we're not just gonna try to sell you Xbox anymore. Hold on, we're just gonna take over your own box. Oh, sounds even better. We're giving you options here, but you decided to go with like what is ultimately gonna like cannibalize your shit because this was happening. Xbox is dropping a game or two every time PlayStation drops a game. So I promise you, when Wolverine comes out, Xbox is gonna have something that is gonna either drop that month or weeks within that game, or maybe even before. They always gonna make it hard for them and gonna make it hard for the PlayStation fan to choose between a PlayStation game and an Xbox game. And that's the type of what we're talking about. We're talking about like dropping a record after you drop a record. We're talking that's how it works, back to back. You drop something, I drop something. Let's see who sells more. And that's where everything is going now. That's the way that they're competing now. So, I mean, power to the players, man. At the end of the day, you speak with your wallets, and you are gonna pick and choose which games are you gonna play and which games you are not gonna play, and that's that.
Mm. Mhm.
Definitely, bro. Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it here. I do have to take care of some things. I have to go get pick up my cars in the shop and things
Remember
like
to play
that.
High on Life 2 next week, everybody.
Yeah,
Remember.
High on Life next week, guys. I think it's gonna be dope. Looking forward to playing that one. I'm gonna be playing the hell out of freaking Space Marine 2 this
Nice.
weekend. And
Nice.
Final Fantasy 7 remake integrate. I just picked up Green Hell on Steam for $2. So I'm gonna be playing some of that too. And Call of Duty season 2 rank just dropped. So I'm gonna be playing some Call of Duty as well with the
Nice.
homies. And that's it, man. Just overall having a great experience with gaming, enjoying everything was going on, and just having a good time, bro. Just having a good time. Shout out to Chat. Shout out to Pano. Shout out to Pablo that left. He had no sleep this night and he was tired as fuck. And shout out to Desire for showing up as well. Thank you so much, homie. Let everybody know what you've been doing, dude, and where they can find you.
Oh, I make salt content and make fun of idiots. I also play games from time to time. It's just a little rare. You can always find me on YouTube because I make videos every day. Yeah, I make fun of all the fanboys, all of them, everybody. Nobody is safe. You can always find me on YouTube. And I linked it in chat. It'll just be me today, probably making some salt content on a little known Nintendo fanboy that I like to call Harmon Smith, the rejected nerdling.
Shout out to Desire, bro. Much love. And what's up with you, Crazy Louis, man? How you doing? And what people can find you? What you been up to?
Nah, me, just doing my morning shows like always over there in the Xbox International Podcast channel. That's where you can find the crazy one on the dot, though. Even though on Twitter I'm at Crazy Louis Gaming, but I'm always at the morning shows just doing my thing. That's where you can find the crazy one in the mornings over there, the Xbox International Podcast. That's how it is.
Awesome,
but I'm good.
bro.
I'm good. I'm good. And thank you, Matt, for tagging me in for just this little bit. Just to hang
Yeah,
out.
man. Little bit. Finishing things up. Friday, my day off. Is a complicated day with the family and all and everything that's going on. Like I said, I had to pick up my car from the shop. I was doing something to it. So yeah, the mechanic was blowing my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? So let me go ahead and see how is that going. And other than that, man, just enjoy your gaming, play games, stay off Twitter, man. Do your thing. Fuck these haters. Play whatever the hell you want. That's that, man. And I wanted to say one last thing. Shout out to Chad. Y'all been amazing today. I see you down there. Dave Reezy, Cage the Conning Linguist, Bro Boy, Sig. We got Cold Classic. She pulled up too. Just shout out to her. Lycos 45 in the building as well. Pickles. Bro, everybody showed up, man. Sanchez, Michelle, everybody, Jules. Yo, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I catch you in the next one. It's your boy, Devil Flow Chicken. Out.
Yeah.
Ra. Yo, Chico, boy. Ra. Hey. Demo Flow Gaming.
Boom, boom. I'm back.
Ra. Ra.
Ra. Boom, boom, boom.
Listen. Yo, Chico in the house, papi. Dale. Yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over there.
Yes.
Ponies over there. Yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Oh.
Ponies over here, ponies over there. Ponies over there. Ponies over there. Ponies over here, ponies over there. I smell caca, ponies everywhere. They don't play no games, only do their console sales. It's because ponies ain't got shit to tell. Astro bought the best, but I haven't played. That's what I hear the ponies tell me every day. Ponies be so silly, but I had no pity. They dissed us for the decade, but now Xbox leady. Now they got no games, karma is so weird. You wish that on Xbox you even volunteer. Instead of play with Smith, filled with PC ports. Third-party games saying you're your pony love. Waiting for Forza that's almost 5 years old. Copying for remasters, damn that shit is cold. Do it for the plastic and all the pony blow. That's why Sony got you spending all your dough.